The urgency surrounding this year's Petersberg Climate Dialogue in Berlin could hardly be more stark. Leaders coming together to talk targets and how to tackle global warming as the European continent swelters under a major heatwave.
This decade will be the decade of transformation, the decade in which we build the foundation for a CO2 neutral economy. In less than 25 years, by 2045, we want to become one of the first carbon neutral industrialized countries. Putin's brutal war of aggression against Ukraine, his use of energy as a weapon, the rapidly rising energy prices, all this only encourages us in this goal.
The talks are widely considered to be the warm-up act for the much bigger UN Climate Change Conference, or COP. Now in its 27th year, the next one takes place in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt in November. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi flying to Berlin to say he hopes his country's role as host will help keep climate goals high on the agenda.
Our African continent is at the heart of these climate challenges and is affected by them more than other regions, given the specificity of its situation, its limited ability to deal with crises, and the weak amount of funding available to it to overcome these difficulties.
It's near impossible not to contrast what's being discussed behind closed doors with what's actually happening out here. With Europe facing a growing energy crisis, the German government has just signed off new plans to reopen old power plants which are run using coal. That decision of Olaf Scholz's government comes as the country faces gas shortages as a result of Russia throttling supplies ahead of the winter. And while the crisis has prompted promises to build more renewable energy sources in the longer term, in the shorter term, the need to keep the lights on has meant, for now, pledges to back away from coal have had to take a back seat.